Good morning, 819S. It's a really cold one. It's about 2 degrees right now, and gas went down a little more, 142, 153. Today I want to continue the discussion about yesterday. I talked about motorcycle sales being down in Japan. I think there's a few factors involved. The article I listed yesterday mentioned things about the economy and stuff like that, and I do agree with those ideas, but I think the declining population also plays a big role. If there are fewer people, there's going to be fewer sales. I think that's just kind of obvious. Another thing I want to talk about is the attitude of young people. I think a lot of young people are scared of doing things recently. There was a newspaper article about how it's something crazy. It's like 70% of people in the young generation are scared of answering the telephone. And I think that's a really weird thing. It's just communication. It's just talking to somebody. But they're scared of picking up the phone because they don't know who it will be. They don't know what to say. They don't know which form of language they need to use. I suppose I can see a little bit of anxiety, but the anxiety reaching a point of fear is a little shocking to me. And I know a few younger people. I have family in Japan. And I tried to convince or persuade them to get their Genski license, their 50cc license. They're just against it completely. And then I asked why. I think there's a few different factors going into it. One, she said it's scary. And I get it. I think that riding motorcycles is a little bit dangerous. But if you pay attention, I don't believe that it's as dangerous as people make it out to be. It's up to the rider, basically. If you're paying attention and if you're following the rules and if you're kind of, I don't know, if you're doing it right, you're probably going to be safe. And I think it's similar to riding a bicycle, and I think she would ride a bicycle, so yeah. The second reason I tried to use to persuade her was that if you get your license earlier, you can get your gold license earlier. So then when she does get her car driver's license, she'll have had a license, therefore she can get the gold bar on her license a little bit before she would normally get it. That didn't really appeal to her either. She didn't see any advantage to that. Again, I think that's fine. But the biggest reason, in my opinion, was that her friends didn't do it. In Japan, group preference is a really, really, really big thing. I think back home in America too, there's definitely a little bit of peer pressure that goes on with different activities. But it really depends on the person, I think, in the United States. If people want to do it, they'll do it even if it's not what their group does. Even if they don't really talk about it with their group, I suppose. So yeah, I'm wondering, should we convince people to ride more so that there can be more sales and more innovation in the motorcycle industry? Or just let people who don't want to ride not ride? Is there any way you know of that could convince or persuade people to want to get their license and try it out, even if they don't buy a bike and ride every day? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Get out there and ride, and always ride safe.